Hi everyone, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Gina, aka Boo. Welcome to Paper Pumpkin with Boo on Lisa's Stamp Studio.
This month's Paper Pumpkin kit is super cute,
and
it's all about the coffee or the tea lover, and you're gonna love what Boo's come up with.
So even though I love coffee and I love tea, this whole month is centered around Get Well Soon. So I created a little Get Well Soon basket and we're gonna jump into that right now. What's up everybody? This month's Paper Pumpkin kit is super cute. Coffee is one of my favorite things in the entire world, and actually the whole stamp set is catered towards that and getting well. So Get Well Soon cards and coffee. I decided to go ahead and make this Paper Pumpkin month to be dedicated towards Get Well Soon. This is the original that Paper Pumpkin gives you. Today I'm going to teach you how to make this little green tea bag holder. It's going to be cute, just placed in the back of a little basket that you give them. The first thing that you're going to notice is this base right here, and honestly I threw it together. I don't know anything about cutting dimensions, nothing like that, so mine is actually falling apart. But thanks to my mom, she came up with all the dimensions, all the proper cutting tools that you'll need, and she says that it's easy. So if she says it's easy, then I think that I could do it. I think you can do it. And all her dimensions are right here, but if you just click in the down bar below to her blog, she'll have all those dimensions for you, and she'll walk you through step by step on how this is actually made. Alright, so once you cut this out, you use the dimensions that we give you. You're going to fold it and score it on the proper lines, and you're going to come out with something just like this. What you're going to do from here is we're going to go ahead and take some glue dots. Now the glue dots do come in the Paper Pumpkin kit. These are just some extras that we had lying around. So you're going to put a glue dot on one corner of this long thin strip right here. So you're going to put one here and one on the other side. Alright, and once you've done that, just go ahead and fold it over. Now this is going to create a little pocket, and that's exactly what you want, so you can go ahead and slide your tea bag down in there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and work on this orange piece right here. This is also cut correctly. And my mom will also go ahead and put those dimensions down in the down bar below on her blog. So you're just, once you cut that, you're going to go ahead and adhese it with some snail. The next thing you'll see is this little thin strip of paper that almost looks like pattern paper, but it's actually a sticker. We've used most of them, but these stickers come in the Paper Pumpkin kit this month, and just stick it right at the top. So you're not going to leave anything open or anything like that. You're just gonna go ahead and line it up right at the top, press down really hard, and then you're gonna need another one, so go ahead and peel another one off. Next step, we're gonna go ahead and work on this coffee cup. So in the kit you actually get pre-die cutted coffee cups. So you're gonna grab the coffee cup stamp that comes in the stamp set, looks just like that. And then you're also going to grab Early Espresso, pop it open, ink it up real good. Alright, since this is photopolymer, you're going to be able to line up the stamp really easily to see where you're going. Press down, lift up, boom, perfect. Next part you're going to do is you're going to add your plants. We're going to go ahead and also use a little tea bag, just like that. Alright, so how we color this little green part in, I think it's called two-step stamping. That's like a tongue twister. I'm not sure if that's actually the right word or not, but we're gonna roll with that. The solid one that is actually mimics the stamp that we just did, we're gonna ink it up, and my mom actually inked this up way too much, so I'm gonna stamp off first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try to line it up and just stamp, and it just fills it in. So looks just like that. So now we have these two pieces. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add some dimensionals on the back of our coffee cup. Dimensionals come in the Paper Pumpkin kit. You're gonna go ahead and just place it in the center. Another thing that they give you in this Paper Pumpkin kit are these pre-made little paper clips. And what is awesome is that whoever did this literally is a lifesaver. They have tied little bows on every single one of these paper clips, and I'm sorry if you got that job, but I really appreciate you, whoever you are. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that, and you see where we kind of like had to make those two stickers come together? You're gonna try to cover that up. Next, in your paper pumpkin kit, you get one of these sheets. And I failed to tell you in the very beginning that this sheet actually makes this box, 2 of them, and then you're gonna use another sheet and cut it in half, so this actually folds in half. You're gonna use 1/2, so you're gonna cut it right down the middle as your back. Now, we're also gonna use this pattern paper that comes in the kit as well. We're gonna go ahead and stick this down inside the box we just made, and we're gonna add some dimensionals to it. So on the ends, you're just gonna put like 2 on each side. Then you're gonna go ahead and slide it down. Now the box is a little awkward and you can't really like push it down properly. So what I did was I took a bone folder and I just kind of like squished it down to make sure that it would stay. Again, we're going to use some more dimensionals. We're going to flip this little piece over. We're going to add it up on the top, down at the bottom. So once you put your dimensionals on the back, flip it over and just center it in the card. Next, we're going to use the 1 3/8 circle punch to go ahead and punch out this Cucumber Crush. I don't know all the ink pad colors. The Cucumber Crush circle in 1 3/8, and you're also going to use the 1 1/4 circle punch to punch out white, which I think is called Whisper White. And then what we're going to do is use the Get Well Open Back Up Early Espresso, ink it up, and stamp Get Well right in that circle. Flip that circle over that you just stamped, put some snail on it, apply it right to that Cucumber Crush cardstock circle that you just punched out, turn it over, add a dimensional right in the middle, and then what you're going to do is just kind of stick it up in this corner right here. So it's hanging off the pattern paper and onto the backing of it. And the only other thing that you need is a green tea bag, even like a gift card. You can put anything in this little pocket. It's perfect. These are the other 2 things I came up with. I made a belly band for tissues. I was trying to think of what someone would need or want in a get well soon basket. So we have our green tea holder for our tea bag. And then we have our tissues, and all that I did was use Tangerine Tango and wrapped it around. All the dimensions, like I said before, will be in the down bar below or on my mom's blog. And then we also cut a smaller strip, and I say we because my mom does all the cutting because I don't cut well. It's just a bad situation. So when I say we, I mean my mom cut it for me. And so we use Tangerine Tango right here, and this is the Cucumber Crush cardstock, and we ran it through the Big Shot. I don't know if you can really see it very well. Ran it through the Big Shot with some polka dots. I'm sure they have a special name. The 1 3/4 scallop punch in the pattern paper, just like the pattern paper right here. And then the 1 1/4 scallop punch in the white. Stamped Get Well again into that Cucumber Crush, and just wrapped everything around. You can see where it all comes together in the back with some snail. When you go into a flower shop, they usually have those little cards that you can write a little memo on or whatever, but why do that when you can just make one? So grab a plant stand, you're going to pop it right on that plant stand, and all I did was use those stickers, cover it up with a button because I had to also use a couple stickers here. Stamp some of those plants on there, use one of those paper clips, and when it all comes together, you can just stack everything inside your little basket, put some cello wrap right around there. It's gonna be super cute. They're gonna love it, and they're gonna thank you because you took the time to hand make it. That is this month's paper pumpkin kit. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed creating it, and I'll see you next month.